Hello, my peanut butters. How are you guys? Um, I'm going to do something a little different. I don't normally do this part, but I'm actually going to show you what I do before I do my readings normally. I get bombarded with messages all day, and when I get a minute, I need to have the time and the space to just kind of let all that go so that I can clear my energy field so that I can get the messages relayed properly because they come in bits and pieces, and then this all kind of helps me when I give you guys the messages that I've channeled. So actually, I have all my stuff here. I normally do this, like I said, before you guys are on here, but I get my cauldron going, I get my incense going, and I take a minute to, I don't, I'm not a big meditation person, but I do like to really let my energy kind of clear out, so that the stuff I'm giving you is pure and it's it's not my shit getting onto your guys' shit. So if you guys want to take this time, you can watch me do what I'm doing. That's fine. But however you want to relax, zone out, do what you want to do. I'm going to kind of tilt the camera down so you can see a little bit, but this is pretty much what I'm going to do. So take this time to do some breathing, whatever you want to do, okay? All right. My space is all cleared out. Head's all cleared up. I am still going to do a couple deep breaths. I hope that you guys were able to kind of get settled in, relaxed, put your feet up, enjoy, and we'll have some you and mama time. All right? I'm going to put this back here. All right, my little chickadees. I hope everybody had a good day. Hope you know Mama Lou loves you. And I'm ready to get into some messages for all of you. So let's see what's popping up today. They kind of have a little bit more of a story theme going on today. So I'm going to go with that. See what it is that they're trying to get across to me. The messages were a little scattered today, so I wanted to at least see if there was something specific that wanted to come out, or if they could make those pictures make sense to me and get a little clearer, and see what we got going on. Okay. Oh, okay. The first card we have is the King of Wands in reverse. The second card is the King of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Queen of Swords upright. And then the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is the first part that they want to get to. Okay, so the King of Wands upside down maybe makes you feel like something recently has kind of shaken your confidence, or something recently has kind of put you on the back foot to where you're having to restructure something or readdress something, or it feels like a method that you've been using isn't quite working as well as it used to, or possibly even that there's some sort of crack in the foundation. There's something that needs to get addressed immediately, whatever this is. Kind of like, nip it in the bud right now. Like, don't put it off something thinking that it'll just go away. Like, this is something you need to address right now, because you do have that really strong King of Wands energy. Like, you are determined, you know what you want, you're passionate about what you do. You may even be someone who's very influential. You may be someone who a lot of people look up to, and it feels like maybe this is happening and you don't want to draw attention to it, so you may be trying to avoid it in some way. Like, you don't want it to affect your reputation, or you don't want it to affect your, like if you're in business, your clients, or you don't want it to affect possibly even like a project that you're working on. Like, let's say it's a big project that you've put a lot of effort into, and you have to go back and kind of readapt it right now. It feels something like that, because with the King of Swords right next to it is you're having to almost like rethink your plan or rethink something, and it feels like you're kind of having to do it on the fly. And it feels like with the Queen of Swords next to it is, don't panic. This isn't a panic situation. You are two kings right here, and this is not gender specific, but you're in that king's energy of where you don't want to, just lose it because of something that you may need to readdress, or something you need to focus on, or something that maybe you need to stop and then restart that portion of it over with, because you are a perfectionist. You are passionate about what you want. You don't want to put out, like, let's say this is something like your business. You don't want to put out a poor product because you're in a hurry, or you're rushing, and you're trying to meet some deadline, or you're trying to reach some level that maybe you've put a standard in your head, like, I'm going to accomplish this by this day. But it kind of means, but don't get sloppy about it. Don't cut corners. Don't completely. But also don't just completely chuck it all because one thing's going wrong. This feels like it could be something that can be solved, and you are smart enough and courageous enough, and just with the King of Wands on this one, it feels like you are brave enough, whether that means to have to admit, hey, this isn't ready. I know I told you it's going to be ready, but it doesn't meet my standards. I want it to be just right before I deliver this to you, or give this to the world, whatever that is. So it feels like, yeah, don't panic. Don't go into that full all hands on deck mode. The Queen of Swords is a little bit more subtle. She's a little bit more thoughtful. She will kind of take a step back. She goes, okay, so what's the problem? All right. Okay. Yes, I understand. All right. We could rush to judgment, or we could rush to fix something, but that, sticking it together with some duct tape or something like that isn't going to be the best. So let's think about this rationally. Let's all take a step back. Let's all calm down. Let's all just kind of have a minute, and let's brainstorm with ourselves, and then we'll get together, as a group, and then we're going to address these issues one at a time, and we're going to play to our strengths. And our strengths is that we're passionate and we're very smart. We're very intelligent about what it is that we are doing. It feels something like that. And this could be in a lot of different things. This could be in, like maybe you've been working really hard to buy a house, or maybe you've been working really hard to, graduate from this certain academy, or something like that. Or maybe you've been working really hard to, create, like it feels like it could be something in regards to career, job, or education, or some sort of creative focus is what it feels like. So take what resonates in that situation, because the last one is the Seven of Cups, because this is you, okay, we're working on this problem, and this is you watching it a little bit more carefully this time. This is you making sure that you have your T's crossed, your I's dotted, and you are going to be a little bit more meticulous in getting this across the finish line, because it feels like you will. It just means maybe it's okay to slow down a little bit. I know that you're a passionate person. I know that you have this idea of your head of perfection or something like that, but don't forget the heart part, the nurturing part, the feeding it, the caring for it, the monitoring of it, so that you can make sure that it gets a good foundation this time. There's no cracks in it. There's no room for error in it this time. And it feels like that this could be something that if you can kind of tend to it, it's going to be okay. This may be, some of these energies may be like, maybe you've tried something in the past and you weren't quite ready, or it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. It didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. And so the first little bit of like, wait, what? Something's wrong. You're starting to have ideas of like, oh no, not again. This isn't going to work, and it feels like you've really been pushing yourself to just do it right this time. This time I'm going to do it right. This time it's going to be good. This time I'm going to, have everything perfect. And, perfection is an illusion, but we all strive for it. Anyways, we just do as humans. That's just the way it is. So this time it feels like this isn't like the last time. This is new. This is fresh, which is why I get that feelings of panicking. So don't panic. Stay in the more feminine version of the same card. So, but this one feels a little bit more panicked, and this one's like, okay, we're in problem solver mode. Let's do this. All right. And it's not emotional. You're not like, oh no, it's not happening again. I can't let it happen again. I can't fail again. I can't do this again. This is you been like, all right, take a breath with me. Take a breath with me. Okay. Just the facts. This isn't working. We need to adjust it. This is what we should move forward to. And if that doesn't work, guess what? We're going to go back and we're going to think of another thing. We're going to adjust and we're going to do it. And they're a little bit more methodical, a little bit more, it's a very calm leader vibes, because if this is something that you're working on a project with other people, your energy is going to feed onto their energy, and you don't want to just create a frenzy over something that doesn't need to have that much excitement and that much anxiety or that much fretting around it. So whatever that is. This very much feels to me like some sort of business job, some sort of situation, and it is okay to feel all these things. It's just, this seems to be the suggestion if you are in this sort of situation to don't panic. This isn't like the last time. This is different. You've learned a lot of lessons. The fact that you're even in this position of these two kings means that you are ready. You are prepared. You can handle this. You're strong. You are brave. You're smart. You will figure this out. And it is going to be something that can grow. This feels very positive. It feels like whatever project or idea that you are working on has potential. You just need to continue to tend to it and not panic. So if you're like, I want to start a business, or I want to, be a musician, or I want to write a book, or I want to, start a charity, whatever these things are that you're trying to do, it looks like it's possible. This looks like a positive message from the universe that yes, it is. You got to let those roots go all the way in, and then you got to let it be its own thing. This isn't the last thing. This is a new thing that you grew. So don't attach any negativity to it, because as you tend things, like let's say you're tending plants, this actually happens in real life. If you talk nicely to the plants and you coddle them and you love on them and you do all these things, guess what? The plants are happy and they grow better. If you're just like being negative and you're putting that energy out there, especially on this thing that you're trying to grow, or you're trying to be like, you're just like the last one, you're just like the last time, that energy feeds into this new project. So don't allow those things to, cross over. This feels very much like this is its own thing. You are a new person. This is a new project. Let go of whatever the stuff is in the back of your mind or your past experiences and things like that, because it looks awesome. Look at all this potential. Look at how hard you've been working, and it's growing this time. It's working this time. So keep doing what you're doing and don't panic. That's the message that I got with that one. Okay, what are we doing next? Oh, they want to keep going with these little messages for people. I don't know how many there are, but we're going to just go with it. The universe does what the universe does. We just... That one did a full, like, whoop out of it. That's pretty cool. Got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of you are going through some heartache right now. I don't know what kind. It feels almost like... It feels like you had something that you thought was the real deal. You thought it was the real deal. You thought it was almost like a gift from the universe. This was destined. This was meant to be. This was going to be my be-all, end-all of forever. This could be... It's feeling a little relationship with me, if I'm being honest. That's what it kind of feels like, but we'll see what other cards pop out to see. The reason why is it feels like I'm getting this idea of you think that the universe like gave you this gift and then they took it back. So it feels like you might be down in the weeds of this situation where you're just kind of lost. You don't know what happened. You don't really know why it happened. You're feeling, and so you may be kind of just trying to come up with any reason why. Any reason why. And we do that. There's no shame in it, no judgment in it. We all kind of do that. We like, why me? Or why does this keep happening to me? It feels it feels like that. Oh, I don't normally get these kinds of messages, so I'm just letting you know that. It feels like, yes, whatever this relationship was given to you as a gift, but not for the reason that you were thinking, which is why it is no longer in your life. But it was there for a season, and now it needs to go away. I want to see what this next card comes out, though, because, and I know that sounds awful, but I think I think what it is you needed to see, you needed to have this relationship so that you could see, how do I say this? Okay. Yes, this relationship was given to you, and it probably was a pretty good one. It probably seemed like everything was great. It probably felt nice, which is probably why you had these ideas that this is something that's forever and it's going to be amazing and it's all going to be perfect. Like I say, I'm going to give it to you straight. But it feels like even deep down, maybe you knew it wasn't quite perfect. They probably also knew that it wasn't quite perfect, but you kept trying, which is admirable. And it shows the universe that you are willing to try, especially if you felt like this was a gift from the universe or that this was your person or that this was the thing, and you're really putting that effort in. But it feels like, it feels a little bit like maybe this was in your life for a reason, so you could know what it is that you want, that you know what it is that really gives you a actually fulfilled feeling. Like, not just like, well, we don't fight or we get along pretty well, everything's this feels like your, oh, it's been fine relationship. And it feels like the universe doesn't want you to settle for fine. It gave you this so that you can want more. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Yeah. And it feels like you are moving on smarter. You're moving on with some wisdom. You're moving on, and it's not always happy. And it doesn't feel like the universe is discounting that, but it actually feels like this is going to help you move forward. This is actually going to get you to the place that you want to be, that there is something on the other side that is actually going to be a little bit more in tune with your actual idea of a good relationship, of happiness, of companionship, of love, of shared beliefs, shared ideas. Because it feels like it feels like you maybe knew that it wasn't quite perfect, but you didn't want to let yourself know, or you didn't want to admit it to yourself. Maybe it wasn't quite as great as you thought. And maybe once you get some distance from it, you may see a little bit clearer. That's kind of the message of it is. Once you can kind of get some distance from this and move and work through the pain part of it, or the sadness part of it, or the hurt part of it, then you're going to actually be able to be like, well, I mean, yeah, we were fine, but yeah, he didn't really support me, or they didn't really support me, or she didn't really support me, or when it came down to it, I kind of didn't really tell them really how I felt about things sometimes, because I didn't want to like upset them, or I didn't want to put them off, or actually I kind of put some of my dreams on hold for this relationship. And now with this distance, you may be like, oh, that actually was kind of holding me back from me doing my things and what will help me progress. Yeah, it feels like once you get through this, yeah, your path is going quick. Like this was a good lesson. This was awesome. But once you get some distance and some perspective from it, it feels like you're gonna all of a sudden start having a drive. Like your energy is gonna go up, and you're gonna be like, oh, maybe you're single now, and you can start doing these different hobbies, or get involved in these different groups, or have these different interests, and it feels very social. It feels like you're gonna be high energy and very up for anything. Like maybe with this old person, they like to stay home and just kind of do the same things, maybe watch some TV. It feels very much like you had a routine. And again, it was fine. It wasn't awesome though, because it feels like you were more awesome than this person. And so you kind of lowered your energy levels to be more in alignment so that this relationship worked. Instead of you being like, hey, come on, we're going to go do all these fun things and do it. And this feels like you may be starting another adventure where you start actually enjoying things more. You like going out. You like doing things. You like being, social. You like being active because it stimulates you. It actually raises your energy, and it really like sets you up for a mindset of success and a little bit more drive and a little bit more passion in your life. That's what it feels like. This also could be a quick, passionate, another person coming in, possibly. We're going to look for what the last card is, but that's also an option. You might have needed to get rid of this person so that you can be ready and available or open when this new person comes in. Is that, no, that's not it. At first I was like, oh shit, guys, if that one comes out again, I'm gonna be like, oh man. But we'll see. Yeah. You got the Page of Swords. It could be someone new coming in. It could be someone who is on your intellectual level, your spiritual level. They might be someone who's really intuitive. They might be someone who you actually just, okay, this is random. You may actually meet this person. Maybe they deliver something to you. Maybe they, give you some paperwork, or maybe they, give you your drink at a bar or something, or maybe it feels like maybe you meet this person and then you actually find out that you guys have a lot of similar interests, or you have a lot of interesting, it feels like you have a lot to talk about. Like you guys are on some sort of a level where it's easy to just shoot the shit with this person, or it's really easy to talk about each other. But with these two together, I feel like it's not like there's no constraints, there's no limits on it. There's no one trying to get another one to behave or act in a certain way. It's almost like you both are excited about what you have going on. This person's really excited to talk about all the stuff that they enjoy and that they like, and these different concepts and ideas that they have and their beliefs and that kind of a thing. Or like, I'm going to school for this, and I'm going to learn how to be this, and I'm going to do this. And you're also like, that sounds awesome. I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And it feels almost like a very positive, uplifting connection. Whether it's love or not, I don't know, but it feels like once you get away from this, you're allowed to go out and be you, unrestrained, sorry, it's this one, uninhibited, and you are just living life is what it feels like. You are just enjoying life. Yes, you may be feeling single, but you're not missing it in some way. You're not feeling less than. You're feeling awesome. You're almost feeling empowered because there's nothing holding you back. There's no strings attached to anything. You can literally decide what you want to do and what you don't want to do, and you just get to be kind of, it feels like you're getting vibrant again. Like you're getting, you could even be, like leveling up with how you're feeling, or your health, or your clothing, or I don't know what it is, but something like that, where you're like, man, I'm hot. What was I doing sitting on the couch with this other person, just being okay with fine? I'm not okay with fine. And you're wanting to meet other people who are just as excited about life and want to, it feels like that, have a lot of drive, if that makes any sense. It feels like that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that one. They have one more message, so we'll see if it's anything to do with any of these, or if this is another completely different message. Just a second, though. I'm a little parched. I needed something to drink real quick. Okay. Thank you for that commercial break. We'll be right back. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. The first card that came out is the Empress. Yeah, this may be you being in your element right now. This feels like you are kind of in the zone. Like you know what you want, you know what you're going for, you are confident, you are assured. Oh yeah. Oh wow. This is looking good, guys. You got the Empress, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords again. But this time it's upright. So now I'll show you all these. Really pretty cards. This is the Muse Tarot, if you're interested. Really cool. Yeah, your fortune is turning around. Your destiny is turning for you. There are things that you may have been having, like, just at a low simmer for a while that you've just been waiting to just bring to a boil. And it feels like now is the time to just turn it up, get it boiling, and get this going. Because it all feels like it's in there. It all feels like, and with the King of Swords here, it feels like you're ready to speak it into existence. You are ready to do that. Everything is right. You are in the right place. You're in the right mindset. You are coming from a place of strength, not a place of detriment. And you are turning this wheel in your favor. You're like, okay, I've taken my lumps. I've learned some lessons. I've done all this stuff. It's my turn. It is my turn. I am ready. We are doing this, universe. This is happening. Let's go. And you are kind of taking charge. You are doing that Empress vibes, and she is like, she's awesome. Like, think of, I don't know, she's like Beyonce or something like that. Like, she is like, who run the world? We do, you know, like that kind of thing. Not gender specific, I'm just saying, but she is just taking what she wants because it's hers, because she says so, because she says she can. And she is making her own destiny. She is creating her own fate because she's putting that energy out into the world. She is using her voice. She is speaking it into existence. Words are spells. Words mean something. And that is exactly what she's doing. And she started out by grounding herself, knowing who she is, and going with her strengths, not focusing on the places that she finds to be weaknesses. She is like, she even has that hood over, like, I'm putting blinders on. I'm awesome. Look at me. I'm awesome. No, don't focus on any of that other stuff. Look at me. You got to look me in the eye, destiny, fate, whatever, because we are doing this. And I am speaking it, therefore it's going to happen. It's awesome energy. Whoever this is for, good on ya. Rock it. Don't let anybody tell you no. You literally are in control of your own destiny in this. And like I said, words matter. So speak it, know it, and continue to say it over and over again. This could be a mantra. This could be some sort of a meditation. This could be you literally looking at yourself in the mirror every day, no matter how weird it feels, and you tell yourself exactly what it is you're doing and what it is you want. That's pretty awesome. Just saying. All right, let's see if there's any final messages, any songs or anything that the universe wants to put out there. Is there anything that I missed on that one? All right. Yeah, all of these messages are pretty good. Like I said, this is a message for the collective, so take what resonates, leave what does not. If you wouldn't mind doing all the YouTube-y things, the likey, subscribe-y stuff, all of that, that would be great. You can check me out if you like the shorter videos on my Mama Lou Tarot on TikTok. Also on Spotify, if you guys want to go there, it's Mama Lou's Modern Tarot. Okay, the first song we got is June by Briston Maroney. Ain't it funny how I wanted this all my life? Ain't it funny how I got it here and it don't seem right? Okay. This one is for the second pile. The one about the relationship. This is about cold feet and second thoughts. What do you do when you get what you thought you wanted? Like I said, you thought this was fine. You thought this was great. You thought that it was okay. But there was that little bit of you that knew it wasn't amazing. Wasn't necessarily worthy of you. There were some things that you kind of just ignored. So your true desires versus expectations versus reality. Those are all three very different things. Societal pressures of success. So I am going to put all of these songs that came out in the description. Like I always say, put the headphones on, pull up the lyrics. This song is beautiful. It's amazing. I had it on repeat for a while there. It is just great. So I will put that one down in there. Okay, what's the other one? All right, the second one is Don't Ask Me Why by Great Caesar. I promise you this too shall pass, even if this night is our last. I'm afraid that I made a mistake choosing to stay. This is learning to trust, support through your fears, believing in dreams against all odds, and pushing through obstacles big and small. This feels like the first one. About whatever this project is, push through, believe in yourself, don't panic. This song actually has a moment in it of when they're going back and forth about, you know, one supporting the other and then the other person's supporting the other one. And then they kind of have a panic moment. And it does that great harmonizing where it goes in a round, and it is beautiful as well. Really recommend it, especially if you really resonated with the first pile. Again, it's Don't Ask Me Why by Great Caesar. Great song. Okay, listen to that one. Alrighty. The last, there's these two as well. So Down by Mother Mother, and I believe in the pain, man. Yeah, I believe it's the way to find peace again. Learning from loss or heartache, take as much time as you need to heal. The effort is there. Keep at it. Shake the depression off. There is no wrong way to heal as long as you are trying. This one goes to the second one again. Okay. I'm not saying you need to get over this or anything like that, but it feels like if you can remove yourself from this situation, that it really can give you a little bit of perspective, and then it's actually going to spark your self-love. You're going to be like, I am awesome. I am great. I am amazing. And I don't need to be depressed about this. What isn't meant for me isn't meant for me. What is will come, and or it's already here, or it's already on its way. Okay. All right. Would That I by Hozier. I always say Hozier. I don't know if it's Hozier, but I say Hozier. Anyways, with the roar of the fire, my heart rose to its feet like the ashes I saw rise in the heat. This is recognizing what you've been searching for, finding your person, letting go so true love can come in, and walk into the fire and let it do its work on your soul. This one also feels like the second one. Is there a song for the last row? The little firecrackers down here. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, those aren't the ones that they want. Okay. Is there anything for the last group, or are they just awesome as is and they don't need a song? I don't know. I like to talk to my cards sometimes because it helps, you know, like they know what it is that I am. All right, what is that? Oh, okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take one last look and see. No. You gave me that whole stack, and no. Are you guys just fighting me now? What's going on? Is there a song for the last group? If I don't get one here, then it looks like, oh. All right. You guys keep giving me, they gave me another one for the second one. My Backwards Walk by Manchester Orchestra. I'm working on erasing you. I just don't have the proper tools. I'm working hard on walking out. Shoes keep sticking to the ground. Leaving an unhealthy relationship. Sex keeping you coming back. Gearing up for letting someone go. Loving the drama and relationship addiction. Okay. Oh. So there's a couple of you who did listen to the second one, and in one of these songs is the message that or the song that is for you guys. That's why they're doing so much, because oh, that's sweet. Love is complicated, and everybody is going to hear this message in a different way, and that's why they keep giving me so many for that second one, because especially with the timing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. they're actually being very sweet and sensitive, and they just want to make sure that you guys feel supported. And these songs, one of them is going to be the one that just helps you get through this situation in whatever way that is. Alrighty. Oh, there it is. Okay, they finally gave me one for the last song, or for the last row. Okay, it's 5'3" by Flannel Graph. I don't know if you've ever heard this song. All right. Oh, but I'm quite small and I never have it all together. I'm just a girl who doesn't have any diamonds or pearls. This is underestimating yourself, the world telling you who and what you're supposed to be, and feeling insignificant. This is awesome. Listen to this if you enjoyed the last part of this message, the one about your, no universe. It's me. I may not be much to look at, but I am tough as shit. And I tell you what I want. I speak it into existence. I can change my date. Date. I said date and destiny and fate at the same time, and it came out date. Yeah, that's funny. I change my reality by speaking it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, do all the YouTube thingies, and Mama Lou will be back. And bye.